Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. But I gotta start with this from Good Morning Crypto. DOJ cleared to sell $6.5 billion in Bitcoin from Silk Road asset seizure, only 12 days before President Trump takes office. And I've been saying this all along. Biden is going to dump the U.S. Bitcoin on his way out the door. And remember when Trump met with Biden back in November of last year? There's a good chance that Trump probably said, listen, this Bitcoin reserve I talked about, it's not a good idea. Let's dump this Bitcoin. No, I'm sure they talked about other things other than Bitcoin. Brad Garlinghouse predicts XRP to outperform Bitcoin after data shows 1% of global energy is used to power Bitcoin mining. Now, this is something to pay attention to.
I mean, here's an amazing stat. 1% of global energy consumption is Bitcoin mining. That is a holy shit moment, in my opinion. Like, you know, you talk about, you know, the green protesters, and you're like, you look at what people are doing with Bitcoin mining, and to me, it makes no sense at all. Now, I can't take any credit for this because this predates my involvement with Ripple, but the early engineers who developed the XRP ledger, they saw this problem coming. And they said, look, this is not the right way to think about verifying transactions because you're going to have to throw more and more power at this. And the further you get towards that 21 million, the more power you have to throw at it. So that has been growing more and more. What the XRP ledger does is it's a very...
So now that Brad met with Donald Trump, do you think they talked about this energy consumption for Bitcoin mining? Because right now, the United States is pushing toward AI. And that requires a lot of power. Plus, quantum computers are coming as well. And Trump just announced a $20 billion investment into the U.S. to build AI data centers. So think about that. Can't we take the power that's being utilized for Bitcoin mining, which I believe Bitcoin is the past, and put it towards something that builds out the future? AI is the future. It's the fifth industrial revolution. And right now it's merging with the fourth industrial revolution, which is blockchain and crypto. And I'm not a fan of AI because I know it's going to take a lot of jobs. But this is the path forward. Technology doesn't go backwards. It always pushes ahead. This comes from King Valix. Top fastest declining jobs by 2030 from the World Economic Forum. Postal service clerks, bank tellers, cashiers, accounting, transportation conductors, graphic designers, just to name a few. Get ready for universal basic income. But the fastest growing jobs is big data specialists, fintech engineers, AI and machine learning specialists, software and application developers, and so on. Even Harvard is giving free AI courses. Think about that. So they already know AI is the future. There's going to come a shift once AI needs more power in the United States. They're not going to push ahead with Bitcoin mining. That's going to be a major problem either way. Because even when you're talking about the green agenda, I'm not a fan of that either. But we are already put on that road. We're going towards carbon credits. Now, is Trump going to get rid of carbon credits? Maybe there's a chance of that happening. But UBI is going to become a thing. Here's Elon Musk talking about it.
I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better.
Think about it like this. The robot is not going to call off sick. The robot will work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. This is why I keep telling you, you have to retire yourself before the robots take people's jobs. If you're already retired, AI cannot take your job. That's why you stay invested in something that can give you financial freedom, that can retire you, and not just retire you, but retire your children, your grandchildren, and the next generation, even after that. Generational wealth, without ever selling your crypto. Digital finance makes cash less important by being faster, cheaper, and more accessible. It helps people in remote areas, reduces corruption, and creates a digital record for better credit access. It's more convenient, transparent, and brings financial services to everyone, everywhere. Now, we know that there's a lot of talk about cashless society. I think Donald Trump is going to keep the US dollar with us into the future, as long as he's president. But there's also going to be a digital dollar also. In other words, you're going to have an option. You could either spend cash or digital dollars, because we have to push forward, because the rest of the world is going in this direction already. But a lot of people, they don't even use cash now. You know, there's so many times I'm in Walmart, I'm at the gas station, I'm at the convenience store. People are paying with their phones already, and that's already happening. So you could see the end of cash coming. Is it going to happen within the next 4 years? Nobody really knows. The reason I like to keep cash around is because I'm not a fan of central bank digital currency. I'm not even a fan of a digital dollar, because they can control everything through digital money. Cash is the alternative. If you have money under the mattress, let's say, and something happens and you can't transact digitally, you could still spend cash. There's a lot of reasons for it. Also, I think once we go to the digital dollar, everything will be taxed unless we get rid of the IRS first. I'm just thinking out loud. The evolution of money into the digital era will involve around $418 trillion of value, a once-in-a-generation shift. $418 trillion to be tokenized. This comes from smoke. And you could already see the commodity era, then the paper era, then Bretton Woods, 1944 to 1971. That was the gold standard. Then there was the fiat era that we're in right now. Next is the digital era. And they always put Bitcoin in these white papers. And I think it's because they're talking about crypto, but most people don't understand crypto outside of Bitcoin. But you see stablecoins, on-chain, risk-free rate, tokenization, and DeFi. DeFi is how we earn off of our crypto without ever selling our crypto, getting those monthly checks every single month. That's the path forward for XRP investors, and it is coming. Yes, major jurisdictions can emulate MiCA now that it had entered its second phase. An even more interesting note in this document is that the Trump administration is likely to use MiCA as a foundation for the U.S. crypto legislation. So when they're already talking about the incoming U.S. administration to adopt MiCA-like regulations, you know every single country is going to have MiCA-like regulations. What's going to happen with Tether? In my opinion, Tether is on the path to like a sinking ship. It already has holes in the ship. We're just waiting for it to completely sink to the bottom. Because every country is pushing in the same direction. You can't even have different crypto regulations going from one country to another. We are going to have global regulations going forward. RLUSD listed on major European exchange. The more adoption, the more XRP will rise. And this is coming from Bitstamp. And again, it's listed in Europe because RLUSD can pass MiCA regulations. That's going to be a big deal here in the United States as well. Plus, think about it like this. Ripple is a US company. Trump loves anything made in America. That's why we're going to see Trump embrace Ripple, embrace RLUSD, and embrace XRP. He's also going to embrace Stellar, XLM, and a few others. Hedera is another one. And everybody keeps saying XDC, but XDC is not a US crypto. Neither is Algo. Neither is ADA. You got to look at what is actually made in the United States. And if Trump does away with taxes on these cryptocurrencies, watch how much adoption they get, like an overnight event. That could lead to a sudden surge in the price of XRP. And James Roll put this out, and I had to share it with all of you. Please ignore the piece of shit scammers commenting on my YouTube videos. I meant to address this a few times, and you see all of these bullshit scams. Stop interacting with the bots. I cannot stress that enough. I still see people doing it. I still see people asking me if the Brad Garlinghouse AI videos are real. Is Ripple gonna double my bag? Ripple is not doubling your bag. You are going to end up losing your XRP. You don't want to lose your XRP now. We are so close to XRP skyrocketing in price. Everybody's still thinking that it's going to happen on the 21st of January. I'm waiting to see where that goes. I still don't think anybody could call this market 100%. Most likely we'll see the 21st come and go, and nothing will happen. But I do expect XRP to break out when we all least expect it. All of a sudden, you're going to wake up one day, you're going to look at your portfolio, and you're going to be like, holy shit, XRP is ripping right now. And your face is going to melt at the same time. Because this is going to be an epic run. Never before in the history of XRP have we ever had this many catalysts building for this cryptocurrency. People laugh on X when I say XRP is going to steal Bitcoin's market cap. It's going to flip it. And XRP is going to become the #1 cryptocurrency. People laugh when I say that. But what I'm looking at is so many catalysts that are going to send XRP higher. You know, Ripple could possibly do an IPO. I'm sure they most likely talked about that multiple times with a pro-crypto SEC chair at the helm. Then beyond that, you look at crypto regulations coming. Even stablecoin regulations in the United States will benefit RLUSD, which will benefit XRP. XRP ETF. Not a fan of those ETFs. I said it multiple times. I just wish these institutions would buy the actual asset. I'm going to talk more about that, why an ETF is important, in a video for later today. But then you look at the SEC versus Ripple case coming to an end. Then we got ISO going live, Fed now in March. Every single thing is building up for XRP to have the biggest run we have ever seen before. But if you want to experience that, you got to keep your crypto safe. Do not interact with these bots because they are only looking to steal your crypto. I am not sending you a number for you to text me on. That is not me talking to you. And a lot of these comments, these scammers, they're getting smart with their replies. They almost sound human. But you gotta remember, I am not going to send you a number for you to text me on. Don't be texting the bots. And like I keep telling you, even the way I started this video, this could be the last dump before we go. because I'm sure the market is going to dump once the US sells off that Bitcoin. And I said this was coming a while ago because this makes sense. Trump is pro-crypto. Biden just ran an anti-crypto army for the last 4 years. I said he's going to dump the US crypto holdings on his way out the door. And people said, no, Trump is going to stop that from happening. Well, guess what? It's about to happen. But this can be the last dump before we take off. I want to see where this goes from here. And remember, don't sell into the dips. I keep seeing people saying, oh my God, the price of XRP is dropping. I'm going to sell my XRP. You need to learn to make it through the dips. Just stay patient. You're about to make a shit ton of money off of your XRP. And until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.